Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I'm very excited you're here today for another weekend retreat at home, part 6. Sorry this is so late. It's going to go up very late Sunday, but it'll let you work on it during the week, I guess. I just had so much going on, I couldn't get to it. So today we're going to do something very fun, very different kind of. If you could see around me, I have stuff literally everywhere. So we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to work with some glitter and stencils and glue guns and what do you call them? I just had wax seals. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to work with file folders. Now you can either use a white file folder or just the standard vanilla, manila, whatever you want to call them, file folders. These are coffee dyed, so you can get a white one and coffee dye it, or you can get a manila one and coffee dye it. So I just want to give you some options. We do have the white ones in the shop if you need them. So we're going to be using doilies. We're going to be using bingo cards. I don't know if I have one for over there, but I have one for over here. Do I have another? I'm wondering what I did with my bingo cards. I mean, we have them in the shop for sale, and so that must mean that I have some too, right? So I am looking one sec. I have like a whole big bucket of stuff behind me. You know, I spent all of yesterday cleaning my studio, and I'm not kidding. I worked my booty off, and I'm still not done. I mean, I moved stuff, vacuumed, all the good, like the housework kind of stuff, but I also was reorganizing, putting things into envelopes, that kind of stuff, right? The everyday, clean it up. Hold on, I'm trying to get something. Oh my gosh. All right, I shouldn't even have this here because this is in the wrong place, but it'll work. I'm sorry. I have worked and worked and worked and worked. Oh, no. All right. Dang it. To get everything together to do this video, and I still don't have what I need. That just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm in my files right behind you because okay, if I need it, I'll just come and look for it because I thought I had a ton of them pre-cut. I know I do. Ready to use. But I don't know where I put them. Oh, that's typical. So typical. Okay, well, hopefully I don't need one. Because I don't have one. And, oh my gosh. There's so much stuff. So much stuff. Still, I did put away a ton of Christmas. I still have a couple little projects left to finish. Sorry, I'm making so much noise. I apologize. So much left to finish. Oh my gosh, it's crazy how much stuff I have to finish. But we'll see what we can do with some of that. I have this huge basket. That's all Tim holds, guys. Yeah, crazy, huh? I don't know where to put that. I'm going to have to fix all my files so I can put them back where they go. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm not kidding you. I have spent hours and hours and hours prepping for this video, and I still don't have everything. I don't know why I even tried. So what we're going to do today is, first of all, we're going to make these pockets out of file folders. But the decorating and the stuff that we're going to make, the things that's going to go on it and decorate it and all that. And so what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself a file folder however you want it. You can keep it plain. You can use colors. You don't have to do, I'm doing winter since I'm kind of out of the red and green. And what I did, the coffee dyed, right? So we're going to use this one. Basically what I do with these is I take a file folder and I cut it off about in half. this one, I don't know what size that is or when I did that. It's in my stash, right? This one I've stitched down that I could make into a journal cover or something. But I'm going to put that on the floor. I don't need that right now. And what I do is I take and I stitch down this side with a zigzag. And I usually start where it opens and go down each side, right? This one, I have gone all the way to the top and bottom. And then I also, even though I have done some coffee dyeing, this one's just inked. Is this one inked or coffee dyed? A little bit of both. Okay, so this is today's project. I need to put that, where am I going to put that so I don't lose it? But because I'm not ready to do this one yet. Oh my gosh, I just dropped everything on the floor. Oh well, you know how that goes, right? Uh-oh, that's gotten ripped. Yeah, that's what happens. These little paper clips are great, but a lot of times they will rip my more delicate things. So I have to be really careful when I use them. And I've even got on an apron today to protect my clothes because I'm going to be using all kinds of different things. And hopefully you guys will learn some new things that maybe you haven't done before. Like I said, this one's inked and ready to go. I have a little glassine bag. We have these in the shop as well. So if you don't have any of these things, we did create a shop for those of you who are new. We did create a shop for our subscribers because everyone's always asking me, well, where can I get this? Where can I get that? So we started carrying the things that I was using all the time, like file folders, bags, little glassine bags, just doilies, all kinds of things. We've got sets of bingo cards, all kinds of fun stuff. So, you know, it's kind of we try to be a one-stop shop. We have laces and we've got pom-poms and ribbon and, oh my gosh, just a little bit of everything. I'm just going around the edges of this one. I wanted to have a little color. I'm going to use this Darling Little Girl. I have this one too. I was going back and forth between which one would I use, but we're going to have two pockets. So I figure if I don't use one, you know, I might use the other on a journal card or something to go into the pocket. So I've got a piece of grease-proof paper. I have a silicone mat, and I have a glass mat underneath that. Depending upon what I want to do will depend on what stays on my desk, right? So, sorry, I swallowed and breathed and talked at the same time. Apparently doing all three is not good. I think I'm going to set her off to the side. I have the glue gun on next to me, so I'm having to be careful I don't burn my wrist. Yikes. Now, what I want to do is I like to start with the bag, and I'm using Vintage Photo today, Distress Ink, for those of you who are new. We don't carry these in our shop. You can get these just about everywhere. Simon Says Stamp, scrapbook.com, all over Etsy, and of course Amazon. So it depends where you like to shop. You can get these inks. Either support one of the smaller shops, or if you're an Amazon girl like I am, I do both. Depends on if I can't find it one place, I go to the other. I know between Etsy and Amazon, I'm going to find it, right? So I wanted to ink that a little bit. I am going to ink this one a little, and I'm actually not sure if I want to use this. So we'll see. We'll see how it looks once I've got it all inked up. I'm going to be working in golds and silvers today, cream. So we're going to have quite a nice little combination of things that we're doing. So how are all of you? Are you good? I'm so blessed that each and every one of you has come along. I'm so blessed for all of my viewers and subscribers. And you come along and you watch and you subscribe and you like and you comment. It's such a blessing to me each and every day that you do that. And so you're special to me. You mean the world to us, to me, to Jolene, to my family. So thank you, thank you. And I'm glad you're really enjoying this weekend retreat. I decided to do another one because I had a project that I wanted to do. And I thought, well, This is going to be a long one, so might as well make it a retreat one, right? I don't know what I'm going to use just yet, but I know the first thing I want to do is, I'm trying to figure out where to put things so they're not in the way, but I'm not later going, what did I do with that? You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to put them to my left. Nope, that's not a good place. Everything just fell down. Put them to my left. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to want to do is I want to do some stenciling. Now, I have a number of stencils, just a couple. Where's that other long one? Is it underneath? Where is my stencil that I wanted to use? I only have 2 of my 3 stencils. Where did that one go? Uh-oh. The major stencil I want to use isn't here. Oh, yes, it is. Ha! It's right in front of me. Goodness. Gotten any closer, it would have bit me. I want to use a number of things, but I think on this one I'm going to do snowflakes more than stars. These are stars, and I may use those in another one if we get to 2. I don't know if we'll get to 2 today because we're going to do some fun stuff, and it just may not work out to do that. But I want to do something on here. Now, normally I would use the vintage photo, but I think today I'm going to use gold. I'm going to try stenciling in gold. I also think I'm going to need a stencil brush, which I've got. You can get them on Amazon, or you can get them, I'm looking for the right size, or you can get them on Dollar Tree. I got these on Amazon. I do have some Dollar Tree ones as well. In fact, I think this might be the Dollar Tree one. I get them all kinds of places. So anyway, beauty supply houses have them. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to use, I've got a couple of different golds. Oh, I'm not going to use silver today. Here's a gold. That one's kind of bright. I don't know that I like that gold. And I have a champagne. So let's see. Maybe I'll do, well, let's see which one works. I mean, sometimes a color just doesn't translate well to this paper. And I'm thinking about using the, what's this one called? Speckles. Looks like snow. So I think what I'll do, this one is Cartabella Stencil Art. And it's snowflakes. MS061. I think I got this on Amazon maybe. Or I could have gotten it from a shop. Just not sure. Had it quite a couple of seasons now. So who knows, right? All right. So what we want to do is we want to do a little stenciling. I'm going to, I don't know. I want to put some up here. Don't know what we're going to get. And I'm going to move this down just a bit because I don't want a dead spot. Okay, now that looks very silvery, even though it says champagne. That's going to be a bit darker than I want to work with. So, all right, I know that now that that's the champagne, and that would work really well with the other one I want to do. So let's pull these. These are more gold. These are not, these are my, I don't know, these are just random ink pads. That's Encore. I have Color Box. I have Delicata. That's really pretty. And some of these are Dollar Tree. Now, I'm going to want to get rid of a little bit of that ink. I'm going to wipe it off on a wet one. Since they're not distressing, so I do kind of have to be careful with them because they're not water reactive. So let's see. I would like to get some more on here. Now, I've had some of these gold inks for years. So, oh, look, see, that's coming out dark too. Isn't that strange? Look at that. That gold on this is coming out very dark. Wow, weird. Weird, weird, weird. Okay, that's even darker. That gold does not come out gold on there. It's gold on my brush, but I don't know. Okay, well, we're experimenting. We're playing. Let's try this one. See what it does. We're probably going to cover up. It's doing the same thing. Look at what gold does on top of that. But if I were doing this on a white one, oh, it's wet. So now it's making a mess. Okay, so that I got to stop. That brush is done. I'm going to have to put that away. That one's not going to work. I do clean my brushes right away because I use them for everything, and I want to make sure that they're ready for the next thing I want to do. Yeah, I'm not liking this color. Shoot, that's not going to make me happy. Pardon my head, guys. I need to get I have another small brush. Okay, let me get this one. Bless it. Well, that one's probably going to be covered, so you may not see it. So let's try this one more time. I am shocked. I wonder if using just like a dauber would be... Look at the dauber does something totally different. Isn't that weird? Weird. Look I got the gold now. What a strange thing. Maybe there was something in that brush I didn't realize. Maybe I had something in it. I didn't have it clean. I always clean my... Okay, well. All right, let's use it. Now I'm getting the color I want. So I'm going to go back over here and try to get some of the lighter gold. Okay, let's try to... Well, this is what you do. You play, right? And that's what I do. And I don't get afraid. I mean, I don't have another one of these pieces like this, but that's all right. You know, I'll just make it work. It's going to be very busy under there, but I'm also going to be covering it with lace and a lot of stuff. And you might not see any of this. Just because I do it doesn't mean we're going to see it, right? Let's go like this. So what you guys up to? What you been doing all weekend? Did you guys do my Saturday? Huh? Did you guys craft on Saturday with me? I know many of you said you did, or you were going to. You loved the little gift card holders. Yeah, I have another one too that I made earlier in the year that a lot of you said you were going to use. I think you used them all for Mother's Day and Valentine's Day and stuff like that, and birthdays. So yeah, the gift card holders are always a hit because it's actually usable besides doing journals. And if you're not a big journal maker, but you're a crafter, you know, you can really appreciate those. So I'm trying to get the gold in over that gray. Goodness. And it does pick it up, even the one at the top. So it's a very interesting look. All right. I'm going to move my stencils over here. And I was going to do some snowflakes, but I don't think, oh my gosh, I don't think snow. Because I got carried away on this. But, you know, see, look, we're going to cover up some of it. So at least it's not going to be so crazy. Maybe I could do the gold on this little baggie. Let's try that. I'm probably going to end up covering it with lace, but what the heck? You know, we can do layers. I like to build layers. You don't see me do that very often. This project moves into mixed media, but it's definitely all for our journals, ephemera, gifts. Well, I don't think you can see that. Let me get some fresh ink on there. Maybe that would make a difference, huh? Where'd that one go? I was just using. Oh my goodness, I'm losing my mind. There it is. Okay. Oh my gosh. Ink pad down. I'm not sure. You guys can't see it. I can. And I don't know if that ink will stay on the bag. But it's there. It doesn't add much. It's not exciting, right? You know what I was thinking, though? Where did my pieces go? That I would add that to... Oh, that card's already got it, but that one doesn't. There we go. You know, sometimes you have this great project in mind, and I made something like this similar last year. I do these every year, but I'm going to do them a little more in depth this year. I put some gold on there, but you can't really tell. That's all going to be covered up, so I'm not even worried about it. I was just kind of cleaning off my, where's the lid? Okay, this is an old, I'm surprised there's anything in that, right? Okay. Put that over there. So we're going to put that on, we're going to put the bag on there. We're going to put that on it. And we're going to, hello, where'd all my pieces go? We have this sweet little girl. And then we are going to put her on there. We're going to do something like this. But I want to get some dimension. Now I think I want some gold. I don't think I have one cut. Do I have one of those really fancy sparkly ones cut? I hate to cut a new one if I've already got one cut up. I don't think I do. I thought I might have. Oh, wait. No. New. This is vintage. So I've had that one forever and a day. I'm going to leave those kind of where I can get to them. But I was thinking I might add some gold back there. But it really depends how much and what. I don't know if I want to add that one. Did get a bunch of new gold ones. We got a bunch of new ones in the shop. We got silver, we got gold, we got white. We have these beautiful silver ones we got in. I don't know which one we got in. Got lots of gold. I was thinking I could use one of the vintage ones I have. Or maybe one of these. Okay. Excuse my reach. We'll chat in a bit. I need to get this underway. I got to figure out what it is that I'm going to do here. I kind of want to get there. I want to get some lacy. I guess we could center that. I don't have to center it. Center it as the pocket, but everything else doesn't have to be. Kind of want to like up and down, right? And then I want to put something here. Now what I want to put there is I want to use these snowflake ornaments. Now I got these at Dollar Tree a few years ago, and I have to tell you, they have almost no, well, that one has some, almost no sparkle. So what I thought I'd do is create a few of my own, and I would show you how we're going to go about doing that, sparkling them up. Because I want them to be sparkly like these, right? I don't want them to look so flat. I'm going to move that off to the side for a minute. And I'm going to get out my, let's see, accents. I'm going to get out my, I have a tray of stuff next to me. Okay, so we're going to need to put these onto that. We're going to need that to be there. I'm going to need my brushes. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need my spoon. And I've got more pieces cut. I use the, I'm going to order some of the wax paper pieces that come like this, already pre-cut. And then this is what I use when I'm using my glitter. Now I'm going to be using the Tim Holtz Distress Rock Candy Chunky Glitter on one of them at least. I have the Mica Flakes. I've got the Glitter Dust. Yeah, that glitter does not look great on that other one if I did that. So maybe we could do that one on that. I don't think I'll use the mica flakes. Plus, I've got gold. I can do gold too. Maybe I could do, I've got a couple golds. Let's see which gold would look best with this. These are Arteza. I have the whole big set. Oh, I'm going to use champagne gold. Okay. I also have, where'd it go? Where'd my other little, am I losing my mind? Probably. Oh, I've got glitters everywhere. I love glitter. Glitter, glitter, can you tell? Yummy. I've also got the really fine rock candy that's fine, and then this is the chunky, okay? And it comes in this cool jar just this year. So once it's sold out this year, say in a month and a half, none of the shops have it, you won't see it again till next year. And we're hoping they're going to bring it back next year, because sometimes, I think this is a Ranger product. Yeah, Ranger doesn't bring stuff back. They get stubborn with us. So we're going to get to work on this. And what we're going to do is we're going to take glossy accents. I don't want to use that brush or that brush for that. I'll wait. And I do want to have the glitter that I want to use open and ready to go, because, wait a minute. I guess I'll just pour it that way. Ooh. Because this dries super fast. So what you're going to do, oh, ignore the sirens. It wouldn't be one of my videos without it. It's been quiet all week. I haven't heard a single siren. Of course, I'm making a video, and guess what? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squirt a glob of this glossy accents on here. Now, when you use glossy accents, tip, pound it down, squeeze it to clear the tube, and close it. Otherwise, what you end up with is a very hard tube that you can't do anything with. You can't open, and you end up having to throw it away. I'm going to dip my brush in that, and I am going to just paint it right onto this. And I may have to do this more than once, because it does dry pretty quickly. If you get it on your hands, get it off your hands as quick as you can. I probably should be wearing a glove. And you don't want it to dry on your paintbrush either. So I do have a jar here of water that I can dump it into. But for right now, I'm going to leave it kind of on there. And then I am going to take my glitter. And I'm going to put all the unused glitter right back in the jar. So don't freak, because, you know, this stuff's super. I bought the big kit of this, and it's super expensive. But at the time, there was a great sale going on. And then I think I would just turn it upside down, pull it right back up. Now, if I missed any place, it's not going to stick, and I'm going to find out in a hurry where I didn't get it on there. So I'm going to add some more. This is not the ideal way to do this, but now I would imagine we could do this with art glitter glue, or I was worried art glitter glue would dry too fast, but Fabric Tack might be okay. Now this time, oh dear, I can't do it that. I can't do that. I can't do that. What was I thinking? Okay, because I can't mix those two. Well, we'll do it this way. Now this does not fly. It is not airborne. It will stick. And then I'm going to add both. If you don't like glitter, this isn't the video for you probably. But I don't care. I love playing with glitter. That's pretty. Okay, so we've got something a little more unique. Oh no, gotta get that off my... And as you can see, we've got a really pretty little, it's got a little bit of everything on it. I don't know if you can see, it's got the rock candy, it's got the light fine glitter. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick that in water because it's going to harden. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this on another piece of paper in case I miss. I'm going to put this back in here. See, it's that simple. You don't see a lot of glitter all over my desk. Just put something always under it. You know, that way you are not getting glitter everywhere. Okay. This one, now this has a little plug at the bottom. So, and then I take a fan brush and I brush my very fine glitter all the way down there. What my husband's doing. I can hear him walking all around outside the door. If everything's okay. I can do this one-handed. Oh, okay. Then you take the little plug out. I love this. This is by Recollections. I use this for beads, glitter, sequins. This little tray. It does need a good cleaning. Some alcohol or alcohol wipes should help. Because now I have that gold on there. I don't know if that's going to come off or not. Probably not. I'm going to close that. I don't think I'm going to do another gold one. I think this time I'm just going to do another big. I do have a mix of, where's my lid? I do have a mix of this that I made when I was in class. Let me see. Okay, these are just those. Ooh, I've got a pink that's gorgeous. I'm not working in pink today, or I would use it. Let me see here. I think I made my own mix. Silver, no. Where's my mix? Huh, that's weird. Where's my mix? I had it out. Well, okay. I do have a mix that I created. Oh, I must have left it on the shelf. I probably didn't think I was going to use it. Okay, well, that's all right. We'll just make our own. We could do both. All right. So this time, I can't tell you. I don't think I'm as excited about using that. I just have a little jar of water right here on my desk. I clean my brush because you want to immediately get that off there. And I actually need to get it off my hands too, because I'm just realizing that the longer I leave it on my hands, the harder it's going to be to get it off. So your hand sanitizer, which Tim also uses. And a lot of us use it. I've got handy wipes here, wet ones. So here's a good wet one that's clean. I want to get it off because that's going to take me forever to peel that off if I don't take it off right now. Oh, wow, that's under my nails. Oops. Uh-oh. I waited too long. I know better. Okay. I do have some dry ones. Let me get a really thick dry one. Got stuff everywhere. Yeah, I'm quite the messy crafter. I don't care about the glitter. It's the glue that I'm worried about not coming off my hands. All right, I got some of it off. It's not all off, but we'll get it there. All right, so got to get the water out of that. Now, I want to do this. Now, a lot of times, I think I'm going to try. I've never done this before, but let's give it a shot. Let's use Fabri-Tac. It stays wet a while, but it's awful thick. I don't know if this would work. Might be better to use collage medium, maybe. I don't think this is going to work. I think this is not a good idea. Ooh, boy. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It's too thick. I don't think, yeah, it's too thick. It's not going to work, I don't think. It does stay wet for a while, though. That might be nice. Oh, it's just too gooey. Let's see, we're getting all these strings. That's going to be a problem because that's going to stick on everything. Ugh. Nope, let's not use that. That's a no-go. Oh, let me blot that off. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's just too stringy. That's gonna make a mess. Okay, so that doesn't work either. So then we have collage medium, or multi-medium. Where's my collage medium? Let me see if it's here. There we go. There's my collage medium. That I know we can do. My paintbrush is getting a workout today. Uh-oh. Yeah, you don't want to put... Okay. Do not put Fabri-Tac on a paintbrush. It does not want to come off. These aren't my very, very best paintbrushes, but they are good ones. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so Fabri-Tac is not, do not use that to put glitter on. Let's try collage medium. I think that's going to be so much better. Okay, if you get it on your brushes, get it off your brushes immediately, or you have cement, I swear. That is exactly what you'll have. Okay. Let's try collage medium. This is Distress Collage Medium. Matte. I don't know if I need to shake it or not, but apply with a brush. Yeah, it says clean immediately while wet. So another. Let's try this one. Clear your tube. Shake it down, clear your tube so you don't end up with it stuck up there. Let's try again. All right. This will dry clear. It just doesn't dry glossy. That's why I was using the glossy accents, is because it dries glossy. But let's try this. Maybe what we could do is half at a time. We would get a better response. Okay, let's just try that. And like Tim dumps the whole jar in there. I'm not quite that brave. I just like to do a little bit at a time. Oh, look at that. Ooh, I love that chunky glitter. Oh, I love me some chunky glitter. All right. Any place I didn't get it? That's the cool part about a paintbrush is you can this does dry pretty quick. Look at that. I don't know if you could see it. I'll hold it up to the light. I don't know if you could see that, but oh, is that pretty? Okay, definitely want to use that. All right. Now that's got a lot of glue on the back, and so I'm actually just going to kind of set it in there, run it around. And it did pick up on the back side where there's glue. Okay. And we're going to put that on a little piece of paper. I wish I could put that back in the jar. Doggone, I can't. I've wasted it. So you know what I'm going to do? Because I know we've got all day, right? I'm going to grab another one of these and do it again. Might as well get them all gorgeous, right? I love this chunky glitter, and there's barely any on here. So for future projects, I will have these all glittered up. So we're mass making snowflakes today. And let me see, what do we got? Did I get them all? Maybe not there. These ends are really hard to get. Wow, that's pretty. Okay, so then I'm going to turn it around. And I am, oh, do I have any more wax paper? Yep, I have another one. Put that next one on. I may have to move those over to my window. It's open, and that way it'll dry really quick. Let me get this on there. You just want to dab it on. You don't want to like flick it on. Otherwise you're going to have the stuff everywhere, and you don't want that everywhere. It's a medium, and it's a glue. So be careful. Okay. Oh, got a little carried away there. Now there is a little bit on the back, so I am going to, of glue, just going to drag it through there. So if there's any glue that we missed or we didn't get. These are not the kind I would hang on a tree. These are perfect for gluing onto a cover, mixed media work, right? That is so pretty, you guys. I don't know if you could see that. It has a slight iridescence. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so those are drying. Gosh, do I want to do one more? Now I'm addicted. Oh, this one has like nothing on it at all. It's just got nothing. So we'll do this as our last one. Make sure I get a lot of glue on there. That collage medium goes a really long way. Oh gosh, guys, I'm getting a migraine. Sorry. I didn't sleep very good last night. I think that's probably why. If I don't sleep, I get a lot of migraines. Had the weirdest migraine the other night. I'm not going to tell you about it. I mean, nightmare the other night. It was so bizarre. It was like some weird 1980s movie. Sci-fi. I don't dream in that. I mean, I don't even read stuff like that. I don't watch stuff like that. Maybe I did in the 80s, but not anymore, you know? And so I'm like, why am I having weird dreams like that? That was so strange. I mean, I listened to period romance audiobooks. So that really doesn't fit. Why would my head do that? My husband says, well, maybe something's bothering you. I said, well, maybe. But why am I dreaming that? Crazy. I'm going to have a lot to put back in here at this jar, aren't I? That's okay. That's what this little tray is for. I love this thing. I'm going to have to give it a really good cleaning after, though, because it's sort of a disaster. Let's see. Yep, there we go. And I'm just going to kind of set it in there for any edges that are kind of hanging out. And then turn it over. And then I think I have another sheet over here. Gosh, I don't want to knock that over. I'm going to put that right in the water. Yeah, this one over here. Is this one wet on the back? You know, it kind of is. So I'm going to... That one was a big experiment, I feel like. I'm going to get rid of this so that I don't end up with that everywhere. And I'm going to put that with that one. Okay, we're going to clean up this mess. Oh my gosh, look at my fingers. I have frost in my fingers. Uh-oh. Look at that magic. Oops, unless you do something dumb like that, where you just get crazy and pour it off there. Kind of have to look up and watch what you're doing at the same time. It's kind of crazy, but you can do it. If you're worried it's going to mix with something else, then you can always create a jar of leftovers and create your own mix, you know. I like this little fan brush for that. I only use it for glitter. Okay, the problem I'm having at the moment is I've run out of places to put things. So let me, hold on a minute. I can look and see how long we've been at this too. 48 minutes, oh, that's not bad. We have a little ways to go. I'm going to move these off to the side. Ooh, hopefully I don't fall over this basket I have on the floor. It's a little tiny silver basket that I don't want to. I'm going to move these. Be right back. I have a little basket of goodies on the floor that I have pre-made stuff too, but that's not what I have. Let me move this off here. Ah, come back here, you. Good thing I cut all those little bits, huh? All right. Well, let's clean this little bit up. I didn't use that one, so I'm going to put that down there. Now, another thing you could do, which if I had been smart and been paying attention, I could have glittered these little frames up and created some really pretty sparkly frames. I won't do it in the video, but I will do it off video. And I think we're golden there. I didn't use my spoon. I could have used my spoon, but I kind of just used the jars today. That worked out okay, right? And, okay. As you can see, I just kind of keep the same types of things together. all the time. I'm going to put that up there. I'm going to put that up there. Put that up there. I'm going to clean my brush because I do not want to take a chance that it's not clean, because I use this paintbrush all the time. It's my favorite for this kind of thing. I use it for collage medium when I'm doing the Tim Holtz pieces, and I'm collaging on Tim Holtz pieces onto a project. And I will tell you that these wet ones are pretty good for cleaning. I'm going to use one, and you have to get this stuff right away. You're wondering why I'm cleaning it, because if you don't do it now, you've ruined your tools, and you're like, oh no, I don't have that anymore. Why don't I have that anymore? And I am wondering, and I'm probably going to throw this straight into the garbage, this wipe. Yeah. Gosh, what a mess. I will probably, Tim says alcohol. I wonder if an alcohol wipe would take off that gold I got on there with the glue. Right? Do you think that would work? No. It doesn't. I can probably scrape it off. But as long as it doesn't come off, I don't really have to worry about it interfering with other projects, you know. I'm using them on my fingers, though. It does take it off your fingers. Okay. Now, part of crafting is the cleanup. And this kind of thing, if you clean as you go, your glitter factor isn't so bad, right? You have a pretty good chance of not having glitter all over your whole house, all over you, you know. So I'm actually going to close this jar so I don't take a chance of knocking it over. I mean, it doesn't mean I won't, and I still won't have a mess, but all right, let me put that back. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Now, the one thing I will say is great is if you have one of those mini vacuums, this is great. But you have to be careful because you can clog up your vacuum with glitter. I have done it. So you want to be careful. When I'm all done, I'll do the whole desk. I'll wipe it down, and then I'll vacuum it and wipe it down, right? Now, this has a lot of... I go through a lot of this hand sanitizer. My husband went to get me some more, and he said they were out or they're not carrying it anymore. I'm like, no. I love this one because it's a Target one, and it's got aloe in it. So it doesn't dry out my hands, and it does take off all the ink and junk. I am wearing an apron, so I can just wipe my hands on my apron too. I don't think that helped. I think there's more. There must be quite a bit of glitter on my apron. All right. Anyway, let's get rid of all that. Hopefully my hubby doesn't need to come in and pull the stuff for garbage. It's garbage day. Oh gosh, I've got it all over my rings. I should have took my rings off. Oof. All right, we got enough off. It's working. Okay, so we have one left we haven't done. I'll do that another day by myself. I'm actually thinking about dyeing that with some alcohol inks. Tim was showing us how to do that in a video over the weekend. So I watch his videos, his lives. Anytime he has a live video, I'm watching it. Excuse me, I'm going to get something to drink. All right, now you're thinking, now why did you do all that? Well, I'll show you. 1 second. What I want to do, I want to see if what I was thinking about using is dry. I think it is. If it's not, I can plug in my heat tool. That might be very pretty on there because it's got the gold and the... What I want to do is I want to add some dimension. So if we put that on and I put that on, I put that on, I put that on, I put that on. Then what I was thinking is I would add this here at the bottom. Push this up, push that up, push that up. Move that there. Put that there. Or maybe she's going to go on top. No, she's going to go up. Yeah. I was thinking about putting that big old one there and then maybe putting something in the middle and then maybe putting some smaller things around her. That's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. I don't know if I like that gold on there. Let me grab one of the other snowflakes that I'm hoping is dry. I don't know if they're dry or not. I'm just feeling them. Now, glitter is going to fall off for a day or so, you know, until it's all solid. Let's talk about heat guns and glue guns. Glue guns, not glue guns. Heat guns and embossing tools, you know. Now, this is an embossing tool gun, and this embossing heat tool will get to, I believe, 450 degrees. Very hot, okay? And this is for embossing, using embossing powders and things like that. So if you're new, that's what this one's for. Now, Tim Holtz himself he said, well, that's kind of intense when I just want to dry something. And he was using a hair dryer because he didn't. So I think it's Ranger. Yeah, Ranger came up with just a heat tool that is not as hot. Blows the distribution of this is targeted, right? This is a very old one. I've had it for years. It's targeted, right? You're going to a very intense point. When you are using a heat tool, which is this one by Ranger, it's called Heat It Craft Tool, is for drying craft items. It's not, you could emboss with it, but I doubt it's very hot. I don't think it's hot enough to emboss with. If you try, you'd have to run it a really long time and probably burn out your motor, okay? So you want to use the right tool. And this one has a low sound on it. Here the sound is just very low. And honestly, you don't want to do it on a mat, but there is a cooling mat there. Now, one thing I have, and I like to use, is these little hot hands. And we used to carry these in the shop, but they were all sold out. They stayed in the shop forever, and then all of a sudden they sold. I don't know why. And this is so you don't burn your hands. You can dry, you can hold, and you don't have to worry about burning your fingers. It's great for getting stuff out of, like papers out of the oven or something that you've, been working with. It's very warm. Now this is plastic, so I do have to be careful. Okay, so that's just going to heat up our time. So if it wasn't dry, it is now, right? So we're good. And I have my glue gun plugged in and on in case we needed it. So I turned it off for a minute. I think I'm going to I don't know. Do I like that? It's so big. I wish it was smaller, but it's not. I think I could put it, do I want it over her? Maybe. I feel like I have to get some layers on there. I feel like I'm struggling. So let's put those there. Let's get some stuff glued on. I am struggling. So I use Fabri-Tac on wax type paper, which is like these bags. And I use it on vellum. I'm going to push it all the way up. I'm going to put it about center. Okay. I made that really dark, and I am not liking what I did to that poor thing. Can I cover it up? Yeah, I can. I can cover it up. Okay, because I don't like how that came out. Then I'm wondering if I want that between there and there. I don't really need to see the bingo card. I guess I will do that. What do you think? You guys like that? I think it's okay. Now, I can use art glitter glue with this. Since this doily is not vintage, nor is it coffee dyed, I can use the art glitter glue, because sometimes art glitter glue will turn it dark. And I certainly don't want to do that. So, come on. I'm not used to working on a glass mat and a couple mats. So I'm a little discombobulated here. I'm going to put that more over that side, maybe. Yeah, that's better. Let's do that. Then I can put that one more over there. Put that one up there. I'm creating layers. See, I'm stair-stepping my layers. You see what I'm doing? And then I'm going to put her on, and then we'll put... I hate to cover her up. That's what's bugging me so much, is covering so much of her up. But we could do it. If I'm careful, I think I can get it on there. Yeah? But I also am debating on, do I want to put some lace on here? I have this pretty lace that I was thinking about putting behind her. Gosh, this is the prettiest seed pearl lace. My buddy gave this to me for my birthday. I don't know that you would really see very much of it, because it's heavily done. Let's see. Let me see if I could get... I don't want to just random cut, you know what I mean? I want to make sure it's a good cut, because this stuff is amazing. I just pulled it out of one of the boxes that I sorted it into when my friend gave me bags of this. My best bud gave me bags of this. Let me set that off to the side so I don't get that ruined. Okay, so now if I do this, and I do this, and I do this, and then I do that, I've got quite a bit of layering going there. That's not a bad thing, because I don't really like that white doily. So that's why I'm covering it up. Yes, you're going to say, well, you just put that white doily in there. I know, but I don't like it. So it's fine. I'm covering it up. Or I can put it over the gold and make the gold just incidental. It's like not really, it's there underneath, but it's not high in your face, you know. Oh, I can't have that too high because I have to be able to get into that bag. I forgot. Can't get up there. Okay, let's... Do I want that over that bingo card? That's the question. Do I? Yeah, I guess it would be okay. It doesn't need to be under, so let's try this. Let me do this. Okay. So, I don't know if this is one of our bingo cards or one I've had a while. I don't even know where it came from. It was just in my stash. This might be one of our bingo cards. Hard to say. And then I'm going to put that on. I have to figure out where this is going to go, so before I do it, let's get it all the way out over there. Oops. So what did we do over the weekend? I made videos. Cleaned my studio all day Saturday. Like I said, I was putting things in new boxes, organizing, putting them in bags, just, you know, sorting my kits for next year for Christmas, pulling out whatever projects. This was one of them. I pulled out a bunch of bits and found this project that was unfinished. This is an unfinished, oh no, there's a pearl. This is an unfinished project, so I thought, well, let's finish it. And here I am, finishing it. I think I'm going to pull that all the way to the top of the bag. Put her on there, and then we can add the snowflake in. I want the snowflake. I know I'm bound and determined to do that doggone snowflake, aren't I? What if we went this way? Sometimes you have to turn something. When it's bugging you, turn it. Change the direction. I don't know. It's not. Maybe I'm not going to use it. Oh, yes, I am. I'm going to use it. I'm making myself use it. It's the snowflake that's becoming the issue, I guess. Okay. I think I got it. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Oh my goodness. I'm stuck to everything. And as you glue things down, then that keeps all the little seed pearls from falling off too. And the sequins. This is a vintage piece of lace, I think. It feels very vintage, and it looks vintage too, especially with the iridescent look of the sequins that were probably white at one time and no longer are. Okay. I'm wondering if I should put this on with foam instead of that. Yeah. Okay. Let me try. Let me grab some foam strips. I don't think to grab that. I need to get some more. Oh no, I just pulled out all my trays. Whoops. Grab those instead of the drawer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I think I need to order this foam by the roll. You know, I've been buying it at Dollar Tree, but I haven't been to Dollar Tree in forever, and I know I need some more stuff, and so I'm like, gosh, do I go over there? Do I go on Amazon, or what do I do? No, I don't want that. I want this one. You know, so I guess Dollar Tree's the place to go this year for Christmas decor. I don't know about crafting, though. You know, when you have your own shop and you can get stuff, but sometimes, you know, I just want to get a few things, or I want a certain size and I can't find it, you know, for the shop. So, and sometimes I don't always, you know, I use what I can find, right? Let's do the foam. That way it'll lift it up, and maybe I can scoot that in underneath. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I might be able to do that. So let's see if that's going to help. Oh. Oh my gosh, so sticky. I am so sticky. Okay. I haven't needed the glue gun yet, but I think I might use it for this. I don't think I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac. Let me get my little pokey tool. Let me make sure these are down before I try to peel them up. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty tired today from cleaning the studio yesterday, but I have more to do. I still have the back side of the studio to do. It's mainly cleaning up all the Christmas and organizing all the bits that go back into the boxes and the storage containers and back in its slots. So I still have above me, I've still got to put away a bunch of stuff. And oh gosh, I wanted to do something up that side, so I guess I'm gonna move it over to this side instead. I was looking at what was on my, oh, the helicopter's coming in. Maybe that was an accident we heard. Yeah, here comes the helicopter. It's landing at the hospital, I think. I don't think that's CDF because CDF should be done for the year. We've had a lot of rain. Can't tell. Usually it flies right over my room here, the helicopter, and lands. Well, the helipad's almost opposite my room. Okay, so this will let me get this up a little bit and not mess up the pearls too badly, but I've got to figure out where. I'm going to lay it there for a minute, and then I'm going to put this one on there. I think I'm going to put this on first and put her on as... Oh, no. Like, should I... I'm wondering if I should have that up there, maybe. Oh, I can't. Well, I can. But I think it's going to go down there. Okay. I'm going to lightly set her there. And then I was trying to decide, what do I want to put down the side? I could do sequins. I could do this pretty rose trim. I could do tinsel, but I think that tinsel is very in your face. It's a little too brassy. Darn. I've been wanting to use this tinsel, and that's not going to be the project. Bummer. Okay. One sec. All right. Got stuff all over the floor. Or, excuse my 8 million things of, oh my gosh, got a lot of stuff here. I've also got, I was thinking about pom-poms on here maybe, because it's supposed to be very snowy, winter white kind of thing. We could go up the side with this, that isn't going to be, I don't like that. Do you guys like that? I don't think that's, I have the bigger, this is the medium size. It's not the mini. Okay, so it's not that one. Okay, so that's not going to be it. Do I want to put the gold trim up the side? The gold sparkle? Or I could put some... Okay, how is this on here? Have I used this before? No, this is a new one. That's why. Oh, okay. Hold on. I have one that's already open. I don't want to open another one. I don't like it when I get two of the same roll going, because then I end up with nothing, right? Thinking I have stuff when I don't. 1 minute. Hold, please. I'm right next to us. I mean, I'm under my desk is where I am. Ouch. Ow. Okay. So I have this pretty... Yeah, that's pretty. That could go up the side. What do we think of that? Now, that's sort of incandescent. Is this more white? Might be a different color. I got that in there. I don't know. Is that the same thing? Believe it or not all trims are made equal. Oh, it's the same, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, guys. All of a sudden my head is just pounding. I don't know where that migraine came from. Base of my skull. Yikes. That's not good. Okay. Do I want to use this? Even though I have a glue gun next to me, I don't use it that often. Don't like that either. Well, that's weird. I can't find anything to use with all the stuff in this room. This one, I think, is... Oh, someone's fire alarm's going off. This is stick-on. It's pretty. What do we think? Do we like it? Do we want to go up this side? It's kind of a paper tape. It's not the same gold, though. It's not the brassy gold that we need. All right. What else could we use, guys? You know I have tons and tons and tons of gold. But the question is, what gold do I want to use today? Okay, that gold just unrolled itself all the way across my floor. Gosh, okay. Sorry, my head is just pounding all of a sudden. How about mini white pom-pom? Just because the big one didn't work doesn't mean the little one won't work, right? I guess it's just because it's so bright white on here, but there is some white in here. You know what? It's that side that's bothering me. I want it on this side. And I've kind of already... Yep, we'll do it on this side. That's what it is. It's where it's at, I think. Hopefully I didn't just cut that too short. Okay. Like I said, we have a bunch of sizes of pom-poms in the store if you need them for your Christmas decor. Pom-poms are great this time of year. I think they're very much a Christmas out. Yeah, I smashed my thumb into one of my plastic drawers. Yikes. Ow. Don't you hate it when you hit the quick? Oh, it's so painful. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac here because that is fabric going on there. And I want to make sure I get the side I want. I think I want the pom-poms facing in. Why am I so awkward here? Okay, that helped me get a little more white in there along with the pearls. I can always ink those a little bit if I feel like they're just too bright white, which, you know, you see me do periodically, which, first of all, let me get that to the edge. Just dirty them up a little. You know, it doesn't have to be a lot, just enough to, and then I do want to get this on here, so I'm wondering, am I going to go underneath since I've already damaged that? Yep, I am. I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to move it up just a bit. It's okay if it's off the edge a little bit, I think. All right. I don't know if hot glue is going to be a good idea on this or not. This is the really hot glue gun that I have. And then I have one that's not as hot, but is more precision. This one's not, ouch, this one's not precision. She says as she burns herself, it's really hot. And yes, it is. I used to work with a glue gun exclusively. Like I did, ow, 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 I never worked with anything else but a glue gun. And then started in the paper crafting industry and went, oh, there's something besides hot glue. And when I saw people using glues I used in my sewing, I thought that was quite interesting, you know, Fabri-Tac. Okay, there's a funky piece right here. There we go. Is this on? There we go. That's on. That's on. This is on. What do we think of that? That's pretty. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, I got a good burn there. Well, that was a good one. Be careful. Yeah, I forget how hot that is. That's like sun, like being on the sun. It's so hot. Ow. These are my fabric scissors. Well, they're really not. I mean, I've been using them for that. I bought them to use in the craft room here, but they're so sharp. I thought, well, they're great for cutting fabric until, you know, I'm ready to use them. Okay. Ow, ow. Man, I blistered my finger pretty good. Okay. Well, there you go. Oh, I don't like, yeah, that one I'm not going to use. I don't know about this one. It'll maybe get used in something else someday, you know, but I think I like that. Now, I do have these little gold snowflakes I bought years and years ago for my doll making to put on their hats and their hair. Yep, that's what I was thinking, something like that. Except I didn't get that in there good enough. Let me add, I'm going to add Fabri-Tac to that. There we go, because I want some dimension. There we go, I'm getting my dimension that I want to get. And then, ouch, I think maybe another one up there. Yep. But it can't be there because I have to be able to get in that bag. So it's got to be just below that or just above it. Well, it stuck itself, so, because there's these little sticker thingies on the back, and it doesn't want to come off once it's on there. And I feel like it needs one more right here. I always do 3s, remember, or I can do one way up here. Maybe I'll do one way at the top. Let's go up here. And then if it doesn't stick, of course, we have plenty of glue. I also have little silver ones in here. This little pack had like quite a few different. Oh, look at that. It's got some of those. Okay. Got a couple different kinds in here. Oh, wait. Maybe because those are 2 different packs, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. Sticker. Where did Recollections. These were $7.50. Oh, $5. I'm sure I didn't pay $5. I'm sure I used a coupon. Because I never went to Joann's or Michael's without getting something on sale. My sister made this one on her embroidery machine. I don't know what the top is and what the bottom is. And I'm thinking I might use that on my other one. So I'm probably going to use it at some point. Let's put these in here. Okay, look at that. What do we think of that? I am loving the way that came out. I'm not liking this corner up here. I can't figure out what's bugging me about it. Maybe because it's square and I don't do that. I always round, so I'm going to round it a little. There we go. And let me round this one just a tiny bit. And let me round this just a tiny bit. And let's do the same thing here. There we go. I like that a bit better. And then we're gonna, which is where I cut, do a little inking. Okay, what do we think? Do you guys like this? I do. I think I'm going to end up stickling this. Let's see, what time is it? An hour and 23. Well, we can stickle it. Okay, we can stickle this one. I'm going to move this off here so I don't do anything nasty to it. I'm going to turn the glue gun off for now. Because why burn myself again? Yeah, I'm going to redo this one after the video. I'm going to put the white, the chunky rock candy glitter all over it. So that you kind of don't see that gold. Because once it's dry, then I can add another layer. Just can't do it while it's wet. Yeah, I'm going to cover that in the rock glitter. Because I love that stuff. I know that's Tim's favorite this year too. He wasn't much of a glitter guy, but he is now. He is now. Boy, he's really gone glitter crazy. Well, as much as he would be glitter crazy. He's mixed media and he's grunge. So, not him personally, just his style. I don't like this ball. It's driving me crazy. It's got to go. It's got to go. You know, when you have something that you don't like, you got to get rid of it. There we go. That's better. I might have to do that down here too. I don't know. Okay. There, that's better. Okay, so so we have a pocket here. We could put something back there if we really want, and then we have our big pocket there. So the goal would be, of course, to fill that up and give it as a gift, or, you know, yeah, give it as a gift, or pop it into a journal, or add it to the top of a journal, or add it to the back of a journal, you know, as a standalone. I think that's really pretty. I think the one thing I would have done with this is I would have backed this card with some cardboard to give it some more body. It's a little flimsy up on the foam, so I definitely would make that change. Okay, so just if we're going to talk about what we're not sure about. So that first one is done. Okay, I think it came out rather pretty, and we've got our little snowflake that's looking really lovely. All right, now one thing, oh, I'm gonna empty this off, so oh my gosh, I'm gonna be vacuuming my desk for a couple days. That's all right, I just vacuumed my room yesterday, no biggie. Do it again, that's what vacuums are for, right? All right, now we have a second one we can do. Assuming I didn't put it somewhere I can't find it again, which you know I like to do. Here it is. Okay, this one is mostly in silvers. She's in silver. I do have this gal and I have this gal. So I was trying to decide. I think I'd like to do this one with the silvers. See, because we have this big old, actually this one needs an envelope. And then I have these lovely ladies, which they could be used to make journal cards. So they're definitely not out of the running. And some of the ladies came from, let me see if I can find the envelope. And the envelope, please, is Tailor Made Journals Snow Days. So Lorna made some of these images come from her kits. I don't know if that's Snow Days or her other one. She has a couple of kits. Not a couple, she has a whole lot of kits. Let's see, do I know what the name of that kit is? Okay, so that's Lorna Taylor's Vintage Christmas Portraits. So I've got both kinds of going here. So you know where the images came from, because you will always ask me, hey, where'd that picture come from? Now what I want to do is I'm going to switch glue guns for a reason here. I'm going to switch over to my precision glue gun, and we're going to make some goodies to go on here. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to plug that in. I'm right next to you. I don't have to go very far, although I do have a big mess because I have a glue gun on the floor. I've got a heat dryer, craft heat dryer, and I got the cords for my sewing machine. I've got crafty heaven going on here, guys. You name it, I got it going. We got it going on. All right. So I have for this, I don't really need, because I have silver snowflakes. I have these silver snowflakes. I have this silver snowflake. So I have, and I've also got stars going that I created a couple of years ago for we could use. So these are the white ones that I could maybe use. I've got all kinds of things we can use. So I feel like we've got plenty. Ooh, that might be pretty behind her. Let's see. So we've got that one. Got some of these pretties. I have this lovely little tray. Oh, I forgot all about these. That might have been pretty on this one. I don't know if there was anything, anywhere we would have put this. I mean, but you know, I was talking about making cards. Maybe I'll use some of these for that. Got a tray full of goodies here. I've got all kinds of netting. I've got snow mesh. I have my Laurette's favorite right here. Snow mesh. I mean, sparkle mesh. This one we don't have in the shop though. So don't go looking for it. It's not there. I guarantee it. Okay, so we have that. All right, so we have these goodies we can use now. let me put... All right. Oops. Stuff is just falling. Yeah, I really trashed those fingernails, didn't I? All right. The other thing I was thinking, and I don't have any silver, but I could use white, I suppose. I was thinking about putting some lace on here under in the back. I have these full sheet laces, which I think would be too much. Okay, that's too much. Maybe one of my wide cream laces would be cool on there. How wide is that? Do I have one that's wider? I'm looking at my laces to see the widest one that I have. That might work. This one's pretty wide. Let's oh, I could have put that up the side. I'm sitting here looking right at me, and you know, I'm looking and looking and looking, and oh, that would have been pretty on there, huh? Could put it on the bottom if I want to really go over the top. I forgot to turn on my glue gun anyway, so we got a minute. I've got too many things going here, guys. I'm doing my usual squirrel. But I do this when I'm working, honestly. When I'm all by myself, I honestly will go, oh, wait, I'd rather do this. Or, nope, I don't like that. What else have I got? You know, so you're getting a feel for what it's like to live in my head when I'm crafting. And you're crafting along with me, hopefully learning some new things. I don't know if I'm teaching you anything today or if we're just having trial and error day together. I don't know. I certainly hope I'm teaching you something new. And because I don't think I'll be doing a midweek this week. So, I mean, I could. I'm cutting for that one. And I'm still working on this one. I want to get a, I don't know if that's wide enough. Top to bottom. Well, let me get that one cut off. I'm not going to use a bingo. I'm going to use a sheet. Let me see. Is this wider? No, I don't think so. Well, now that I have it cut, I can hold it up. Yeah, it is wider. But it's whiter, too. Well, let's just cut a few. I mean, you know, I'm going to use these laces no matter what, so it's not like it's any big deal. Okay, we got those. So we'll just cut some lace to use, and we'll figure out which one we're going to use. And we do have some of these nice big laces in the shop. Or we did. I don't think we're sold out. I don't think Jolene told me we're sold out. We could be, but I doubt it because we bought, this was another lady that we bought out her stock. And so when it's gone, it's gone. It's vintage and, you know. So whenever we buy, I buy for my shop too. I buy for my shop. I find the ladies that are closing up and then I buy for my shop myself and then for the shop. And then Jolene goes and buys for the shop as well. So between us, we try to get as many cool different things as we can. But once they are gone, they are gone. This one I don't have. So we're going to have like a bunch of different lengths, but that's right. I'll put that in my little box. And then the next time we're crafting, we'll have pieces already cut, you know, ready to go. And oh my gosh, my head's pounding, guys. I'm going to have to quit. I don't want to. I'm having such a good time. You can hear my voice, right? Can't you hear how excited I am? How much I'm enjoying this? Oh, well, you know. No, that's definitely not longer, but I'm going to cut it off because, you know, All right, I've got them all. Well, at least that are here. I've got a bunch elsewhere too, but anyway. This one, I don't know if you noticed what I did. I put some glue back here so that when I cut it down, it doesn't unravel, because this particular braid, I call it braid, unravels like crazy. And you want to make sure that you can keep it from, you know, coming apart and making a mess. And even if it does, you kind of have something to cut off, right? So I'm going to put that aside to dry. And then I've got all this lace for that one. Okay, so we've got this one going. Let me put that over there. Let's put that over there. Let's put that up there. Let's put that up there. We're going back to this one for just a minute. Forgive me. But I just can't resist putting this braid on here. I picked it up for a reason. That didn't glue down, so there was a reason, right? Let's get it under there, because it's not sticking anyway, so let's put it under there, right? There we go. And then we put a little bit of glue on there to kind of seal it up. I know some people use a lighter. I'm not one of those. They burn the ends. I will never recommend that, because I'm not good with it. But I know, like G. Kerr, she is amazing with her lighter and her burning the ends. I would burn myself, and I'd burn the house down. I think she would look fabulous with a little line of pearls there, but we'll see. I'm going to let that dry right now. We may come back to it. Let's put it off to the side where it can dry some, you know, because it's kind of... Let's get that over here. And my hands are so sticky. Everything's sticking to me. Thank goodness for wet ones, right? Okay. Somebody asked me what that little cup was. I said it was just the cap of a hairspray can that I stick my little wet one in, so I don't end up setting it on a pile of papers, because I will do that. And I have done that, where I've ruined a whole digital kit. No, no, no. All right, now we're to this one. This is the one. I need to get this off here before it rips this book to death. Okay. Now, this is a French book right here. And it's very old. So I was thinking it would be cool on here. But now that I've seen this silver doily, I absolutely want one of those. Let's see, which one do I want, though? I have two kinds here. Oh, I want this bigger one. We have this gold and this silver in the shop. Aren't they pretty? They're gorgeous. They're just beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Great for the holidays, wedding, you know. Got to do a card for somebody's wedding, birthday, baby. You know, you got it, silver anniversary. Definitely worth having in your stash. It's worth having some fun doilies that have different colors, and, you know, so that you can make what you want when you want to make it, but you don't have like 100 of them, right? Because that's what happens when I buy them, is I have to buy them by the hundreds. Okay, I do need the bag. I definitely want a bag of some kind under there. Now, I just put away a ton of those yesterday when I was cleaning my studio. Let me see if yep, okay. I don't think I have any. I think they're all gold, though. I don't have a silver. I don't think I have a silver one of these. But I want this to be silver, so I don't know if I want to put that. Yeah. I thought I found one silver one that I got from somebody, and I don't know what I did with that, but let me find my white bags. Okay. There we go. Do I have a bigger one than that? Maybe I do. Let me look, because I do get things in the mail from people, you know, thank yous and whatever, and no. Okay, let's just use that. That'll work. Oh, I have no, I thought I had snowflake bag for a minute there. Or a star bag. No. Tissue paper, but I don't know. Oh, look at that. Is that silver? No, it's gold. Never mind. I was hoping it was silver. I where. I just had a silver bag yesterday. Oh well, maybe it got put in with something that I was going to do. I thought this project, but maybe not. All right. I'm going to have a ton of stuff to put away when this video is done. I'm checking the folder that I was using yesterday to make sure I didn't put the silver one back, right? Thinking I wasn't going to use it, and I am. All right. Hour 40. Okay, we are getting there. Sorry, I needed a drink. I'm drinking some Diet Coke. I only allow myself one a day. If I don't drink it, I will get a migraine. So I believe that was in one of my laces. So I will stick that in a little dish or something so I don't lose it. I think this is the widest of the laces. Yep. Yep. Yes. And they're the same. Okay, so this one's just more white, which I think is perfect for what we're doing, because I don't know if I want to put it on top of the bag or under the bag. I was thinking was like something like that. Don't mind I'll clean it. And we're going to go, and we're going to go, no, we're going to go like that. I'm probably going to cut this piece of paper down because it's too big. I think this doily's too big too. Well, I think it's okay. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm getting tired. And, oh yeah, I had this cool piece I was thinking about using behind her. Yes. This I cut out. This is a die cut that I got years ago. And I was thinking that would be pretty. I don't know if I want this white doily. We'll see. Or maybe a different white doily. I don't like this white doily. I've got other white ones. Yeah, I'm kind of liking some of those. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe that's the book page that's throwing me off. I wish I had some more of my... Oh, are they in front of me? Could I have bingo cards in front of me? Would that be too easy? That would be too easy. That would be way too easy. No, I don't have any. Doggone it. Oh. Okay. I don't want to leave this plain because it's bugging me. So what should we do? Should we do stars this time? Let's do some pretty stars. These are by Laurette Chandler. Creative Expressions. You'll only find whatever's out on the market because Creative Expressions closed their doors with all the issues with the EU and everything that was going on. So they decided to quit business, which makes me extremely sad. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I got a little problem because I don't have a silver dauber. So give me a minute and I will grab another dauber. So we can take that gold one off there and put a silver one on there. Hope I have some more. I think I've got to order some sponges. I think I might be about out. Of course, I'm stuck in the lid of my drawer. Oh, come on. Yeah, I gotta order some more. I guess I'll do that today. Mini blending foam. But now when you say mini, you get these teeny tiny ones. You have to be careful how there's a couple different sizes now of these blending foam brushes thingies. I have the dome tops too. I just don't know what I did with them. They're around here somewhere, I'm sure. Okay. Because we found that the brushes did not work the way we wanted. So, but you can still find these online. CEST164. There are shops on Etsy that still have these fabulous stencils. And I would imagine Frank Garcia or some of those shops have it. Yeah, I don't know. This one might be dried out. I'm not sure. No, I see some ink just came up. All right, so let's just get some little, I don't know how I want to, let's start there. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yep, that works. Oh, that's pretty wet ink, actually. Oh, in fact, I even scrunched it there, but I can always fix it with some distress ink. Oh, yeah, this works really well. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love it. You guys like this? I like it. So we're stenciling today. We're using, what else are we using today? Come on, brain. We are using glitter. Trying out some things. So if you get something and it doesn't look great and you want it to be sparkly, you know how to fix it. And Simon Says stamp has that glitter. Why am I getting that line? That's weird. Let me wipe that off. I don't know. Maybe because it's wet? That's okay. Most of it's going to get covered up anyway, as you know. Let's do some little stars. Let's not do the big stars. Let's do some little ones. Oh, that looks pretty. Let's do some of that. Gosh, I'm hungry. I need a snack. What do we have? Oh, we made, did I tell you guys we made this? Did I tell you this? We made chocolate mint muffins. We made chocolate, white chocolate chip and mint chip dark chocolate muffins. And we made Harvest Festival. Oh, I love those. We've got coconut, cranberry. Oh, we forgot to put the apricots in there. Usually we make some apricots in there. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I do those in cookies too, but I love and they're pumpkin. They're a pumpkin muffin. Oh, I forgot that word, pumpkin. So yeah, I mean, yum. So we did those. We love to bake together. I'm teaching my husband to cook and bake, you know, because as my legs get worse, it's harder for me. And he's having trouble mastering my meatloaf, and taught him a few tricks when I was baking. I said, here, do this and this. And he's like, oh, that's why. And I'm like, yeah. And because he's a guy, I'm sorry, guys, but he tends to just go, oh, I'll just wing it. It's no big deal. Recipes are kind of funny that way. If you go to wing it, you may find that you don't have what you want, right? So it doesn't taste right. It's too dense, it's too flat, it's, you know, not what you want. So, alrighty. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like that one. What do you guys think of that? I like that. It's different, right? I don't want all my work to look the same all the time. I want it to look different. And this silver is kind of sticking out on here, which is nice, right? I don't know if this will come off and rub on onto everything. We'll see. I am going to have to get out the Dawn liquid dish soap to get some of the stuff off my hands. But that works too. I will tell you, that works too. Oh, and then although I did darken her up, I am thinking now I'm going to, on top of that, while I have it on my dauber, I'm going to put the silver around the edge. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. Okay, I don't know. This is a glitter paper, a glitter cardstock that I buy online. And it is pretty. I don't know if I want to do any. Maybe I won't do that because I didn't like when I did the last one like that, right? I didn't care for that, so let's not do that. All right, so we've got that and that. I don't think, let's see if the snow would work on there. I do have to wash all of my things. Let's see where to go. Did it work? It did, but it just makes it look dirty. It doesn't really do, I don't think it does anything for the bag. It might if you catch it in the right light, you know, but otherwise I think it's just sort of not really, you know, exciting. Oh, well, it does show up on here. Okay, well, got to play with a few new stencils that I hadn't played with, so I am sticky. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to put my rings in ring cleaner tonight to get all the glitter and stuff off of them. I like my wedding rings to be sparkly, but not artificially sparkly. Okay, now, I'm going to set these aside for just a minute. And I'm going to share with you a little something that I do. I'm going to roll this up for just a minute. And I like to work on a glass mat when I am doing stamping. Oh, you know what I don't have? I don't have my spatula. I need my spatula. Let me grab it. It's right here next to me. Well, I now have to clean my studio all over again. I use a couple of basic things when I am doing some seals, wax seals. Now, I'm going to use the glue sticks wax seals instead of the hot, you know, light the thingy, because I kind of feel like that's dangerous in my studio. But I do it. I just don't do it over here. I do it on my other, whoops. I do it on my other mat. I got these from the wax seal stamp set from BeGoodLettering.com. I joined their little club because I love to do wax seals. I've been doing wax seals since I was a kid. When we used to have stationery sets and do all kinds of fun, fabulous things, right? Now, I have 3 of these. I have tons of these handles because I do a lot of this. So let me grab 2 more handles here. I used to do calligraphy, and I was into stationery like you wouldn't believe. That was something I got for my birthday all the time. And my sisters, both of them, gave me their stationery stuff that they don't use anymore, you know, that they had back from the 70s, 60s, and 70s. And I still have a lot of mine too, so I've been using some of it as time has gone on. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a few fun little, these are snowflakes. I got a snowflake set. And I just thought I'd share with you how I do them. Now, one thing I will do is when I get something new is I will take and rub it off. A lot of these have a powder on them. I'll rub it on my skin, right, to get it kind of clean. I do use a spatula. You want to make sure that your board is very, very clean, which it feels pretty good. And I'm going to take a glue stick. Now, this glue stick I have in there is gold, and it's not my favorite. So I'm actually going to switch to a white one because we're going to be making snowflakes. This is the Sure Bonder. This is a precision tip, and it's going to make pretty good size. I'm trying to use up this gold. You're going to take your, and you're going to put it down, and you're going to kind of turn it, move it around, and push down. This way you get your wax evenly all the way across. Don't touch it, okay? So now we're going to do another one. This one may end up, or the next one may end up half white, half gold, which is one of my favorite looks. Okay. And we're going to put that there. And you're going to take it, again, you're going to kind of go around a little bit and push down at the same time. And you don't end up with half of it not on there, right? Missing half your glue. Now this one may go part white. Yep, there it goes. There's the white. Because we got it good and hot. You know, it's been sitting there waiting. And again, I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to push it down. That one's not as hot as it should be. So that may be a fail. That might be one of our epic fails. Now, as soon as you feel like, now the glass mat, I work on a glass mat because it cools relatively quickly. You don't end up waiting 3 hours for this to cool. You'll know when you're ready because it'll pop off. Like that one's ready. And then to get that off, it's still hot, so I'm not going to take it off there. But when it is, I just use a spatula to take it off. That way I don't bend it or damage it in any way, shape, or form. So let me I'm going to move on while we're waiting. I bought these white glue sticks on Amazon. They're pretty cool when you're working on stuff like this. And then you're going to want to push it down. See, I'm kind of circling, and then I push it in to get my impression. That should come off. I'm going to leave it there and let it cool. That one will come off. Okay. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. Kind of left that holy. That's probably going to be a problem. So I'm going to circle it pretty good and then push down. Again, this might be an epic fail because these glue sticks are, for some reason, taking a long time to heat up. So now I'm not going to use these two, obviously, on this project, but I wanted to show you this one. I do have a silver pen I got. I haven't used it yet. Nope, that's gold. Maybe I don't even have it open. Do I have it open? No, but I can open one. It is the Deco Color Premium. These are stinky, have a big smell. They are oil-based sticks, so you need to be careful with them. If you have a sensitivity to smells, you may not be able to use these. I've got them in all the colors. I've got copper, gold, and silver. I think that's just plain silver. Does it even say? No, I just kind of saw it online and went, oh yeah, those are the right color. I might have to do a reorder for this. Oh, and it's sealed still. Oh goodness. This baby's sealed up. It's going nowhere. Okay, we're coming on the 2-hour mark, guys. So let's finish this up. I'm probably not going to, you're not going to get to see this one finished today, but I will show it to you in another video. I wanted to share how I do. Someone was asking me, how do you make wax seals? How do you, I'm doing the glue gun method today, but actually I do the same thing, whether I am working with the hot wax or the wax sticks, right? So this is how we color them. Let me get this. Let's see if this is, see, go flat underneath so you don't bend it. It's done. Then you take your pen, which I'll just go ahead and do this one since I don't have the others ready yet. And you take your pen and you just touch the raised areas to get your, no one ever taught me. I had to teach myself. And now I belong to a group where I could find out how to do all these cool techniques. So I do want to make some of the stuff I've seen in the group, and I get an every other month kit. Isn't that cool? So, and then if you want, you can go around the outside. Gotta have a steady hand, which I don't have. Oh, I hear my hubby's doing laundry when I'm supposed to be doing laundry. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, so that one's done. Let that dry though, because that just take a little bit. Now, okay, that one's done. Sometimes, oh, see, but it's not. So what I can do is, if it's not done, I can move it around, if it's stuck on the bottom, to a cool spot where it will cool off. Then I use a spatula, which is like a putty knife, putty spatula. Yeah, that one was kind of a one, you know, because I didn't let that glue. But I can still use it. It's no biggie, you know. I wanted to show you one of these. If you take it off very slowly and very carefully so you don't break it. Yeah, it's not ready to let go. Some of the glues come off really beautifully. Sometimes if they're a mess, I just get my scissors and I cut them. Yeah, I can't, like, see, I don't like the edge of that. So I can take my scissors and just clean up the edge. There we go. See, perfect. I could reheat that if I wanted, but I won't. If I have a lot of scraps, I'll reheat, but I don't have a lot of scraps today. So this one, this is a brand new pen, so I don't know. I need a piece of paper. Of course, I need a piece of paper. Just because I haven't got any. You guys, I have stuff everywhere. I've been just pulling out and throwing it down as we're using it. Oh my gosh. Not to mention sparkle stuff everywhere. Yeah, these are all my scrap pieces that I get from when I mess up a printer. Or the printer quits on me. Yeah, that's the only part about these paint pens. You really got to shake them up. Shake, shake, shake. Which one's this? I like that one, but I really like that one. This one, is this cool yet? Sometimes you pull them off too soon and they just break apart. Yeah, that one's a mess. Yeah, you gotta get enough of the glue. That is the key. You gotta get a big enough solid blob like you saw me do with the gold ones. That was done. That's a perfect seal. So is that. Okay. So when you saw me do those were done right. I have to start this paint pen and it is being there we go. Come on, you. I know I can see you. I see you. There you are. I see you. So this one, I'll just do this one. Doesn't matter. We're going to do the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some silver and white ones for this as our decor. And in our next video, whenever that is or whatever it is, whether it be another weekend retreat, I think that's probably either weekend crafting or weekend retreat. The midweeks, I don't seem to get as good a response. People don't seem to have time during the week. Although someone said, well, everybody's busy with Christmas on the weekends. Well, you guys are finding time to watch. My numbers have been really great. YouTube's happy with me. They're promoting me because they see that people like this retreat idea. Even if you don't watch it on the weekends per se, you're like start it and you watch it more later, or you start it, you get all your supplies together, and then you come back and watch. You know, that's fine, right? That's cool. I love that. I'm so excited that you guys watch it all. And a big thank you to all of my regulars. So you see, I'll stand up and show you. You see how pretty they came out? I'm going to have to do some perfect ones, though, to put on that. But I wanted you to see how to make those. You saw how to stencil. We've talked about stitching. We've gotten the bags. You saw how to layer. So, you know, I'm going to go find my my doggone cards. I know they're around here somewhere. So I want to use them. So, well, I'm going to leave this mess because I am going to keep working. If I've got everything, you know, out and I've got such a big mess, I might as well just keep right on going. There's this little lady right here. We got her all done. She needs something here. I'm going to say pearls probably, or some gold sparklies, or maybe gold baubles. I do have, you know, I do have these gold baubles and and stars. So I'm going to do something here because it seems like there's just this big blank spot when everything else is, you know, beautifully filled in, but not there. Either that or I need to stencil something there or whatever. But anyway, these are our tall file folder pockets. Isn't she lovely? And this is the one we're working on now. We have done that. We did some stenciling of, not stenciling, glittering. We glittered a bunch of beautiful snowflakes for future projects. We've made, and we made some fun wax seals. So I'd say we got through quite a bit of different things today for all of you, especially those of you who are new and you haven't done any of this before. You got to see me pull out my stuff that I don't usually do with you. You got to see me using glue guns and glue and glitter and ink. So I'd say it was a good day in the neighborhood. So thank you for coming and doing this home retreat with me, this weekend retreat. Hopefully you're seeing this Sunday night, first thing Monday maybe. I don't know, Sunday night. We'll get it up tonight. It's going to be late. Sorry, guys. But I hope you all have a wonderful week. I will see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye. Oh, I love you. Bye.